Hello, hello, everyone. We are live. It is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023, and we are here for the daily transmission. Please say hello wherever you are. I just have a couple of quick things to say today. It's always so interesting to not necessarily be like paying super close attention, or I guess I'm paying attention to the astrology. You know that because I share it with you every day. But it's not really on my mind. I don't spend time dwelling in this or like thinking about it so much when I'm not here. I'm just transmitting it for y'all. And allowing the aha moments, to come through. And so this morning is such like a physical form of that aha moment because just truthfully, I overslept. I woke up like 5 minutes before I was supposed to be on the mat at the studio in my yoga class. And just, okay. This thing that I prioritize every day, this thing that I have been, working really hard on, especially over the last like year or so, has been, I'm just tired, y'all. And you can hear it. You can hear it. Like my thoughts are not as connecting today, or, I'm like 5-7 minutes late going live today just because straight up, like I need a rest. I need a rest day. And so I'm fully honoring that in my physical practice today. I'm still going to do breath work and my mantras. But as far as like my physical asana practice, I'm going to let my body have it today. I want you to think about whatever it is that you have been working on for the last year, and also more specifically over the last 3 months. Today, we have Jupiter coming into a square with Pluto in Aquarius. Now, Pluto is retrograde. It's at like 0 degrees Aquarius. It's about to backtrack into Capricorn very, very shortly. Jupiter, obviously, we were talking about this yesterday, just entered Taurus. So again, 0 degrees. That's why it's a square. So when we're talking about these like bigger planets, we want to look at the major transits that go on, not just in a social level, a societal level, but also taking a good look at ourselves and seeing how these more major transits are influencing our own personal energy. So again, I'm going to use myself as an example just to ground it in context, but I want to make note for like the astro nerds out there. We have this major transit for Jupiter going on today. Again, Jupiter is in a square with Pluto. This is 2 days before our new moon in Taurus. Now, in 2 weeks, we are going to have another Jupiter transit. Jupiter will be conjunct the North Node in Taurus, and that one will be 2 days before the full moon. So we've got this Jupiter transit 2 days before the new moon right now, and then we're going to have another major Jupiter transit going on 2 days before the full moon. I think this is like the most auspicious time, like this window of time. I've been saying it since November, December when I was creating my astro calendar for the year. Like May and June are going to be significant. Like we're going to see some major changes, some major shifts socially, politically, globally, okay, but also personally. So, with Jupiter having just entered Taurus, that means it spent the last like year, ish. It's like 9 months, I think, in Aries. Whew, my brain, slow. So when Pluto entered Aquarius about 3 months ago, back in March, I want you to think about where you were planting seeds. Like, I feel like the last year, okay, Jupiter being in Aries has been a super like warrior level, like push energy. People are very like, let's fucking go, let's go. And you see a lot of people right now on the cusp of burnout or having like just thrown their hands up and said like, I need a fucking break. Or just like whatever, literally maybe whatever it is that they're working on, they've realized, oh, I didn't actually want to be working on that. I've seen that a lot, especially in the, like, I'm not on TikTok, but in the like TikTok world, right? In the like new wave, let's say the COVID wave of the creators, that there are a lot of people who are realizing now, like, holy shit, I had, one form of content or one thing like pop off and I ran with it. And now I'm just completely exhausted doing this. I don't even want to do this. So this Pluto Jupiter square, this is a moment for you to ask yourself, where am I placing so much emphasis on this change that I want to make, that I'm maybe like hurting myself, or maybe I'm not giving myself the time that I need to rest, or maybe I am expecting it to like come to fruition right away, right? Because again, the sign of Taurus, and especially Jupiter in Taurus, wants a return on the investment, wants financial security, wants financial abundance. And so whatever projects it is that we've been working on, especially over the last 3 months, I want you to just stop, pause, take a look at yourself today. It doesn't mean that you have to like put it away or burn it or anything like that, but just ask yourself, am I giving myself enough time for inspiration to come in? Am I giving myself enough time for breakthrough to come in? Am I giving myself enough time to quiet my conscious mind so that pure loving awareness can come through and make sure that I'm still on track? Like I know I did not need to go to 6 a.m. yoga today. Like I know I didn't need to, even though like it was still in my calendar and I didn't cancel it last night. Like I am, like, we're all friends here, right? I am currently on my cycle. And normally that's fine. Like I'm not in a lot of pain or anything like that, but I am a little tired. Normal, you're bleeding, hello. But also yesterday I fucking had my ass kicked in a Pilates class. I don't normally do Pilates. I really just like had my ass handed to me. And on top of that, I don't think that I ate enough yesterday. I feel like I was operating from a calorie deficit just because I was going. And I taught a class yesterday for my incubator program. So like all of these things that I am doing, but I'm not like raising the bar. I'm expecting, myself to be able to either operate under the same conditions while like changing the circumstances, or I'm expecting things to still be able to like support me, like, oh, like I've got it, like I'm yoga girl now, so like I can handle a day at Pilates, like no big deal, right? Like, oh my gosh, sure, I can handle it, but I'm probably going to need to take the rest day the next day. I'm not going to keep being able to operate from the same level as I do every other day. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with me. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with my practice. It doesn't mean that I'm not a good yogi. It just means I need a rest day. I'm a person living inside of this body, right? Or I'm a spirit living inside of this body that is a person and needs rest. So 2 days before the new moon, we are here right now. Normally, right, we are talking about creating something at the new moon, setting intentions. I want you to do that, but I also just want you to take a look at where like you may have some energy leaks, right? Where you may be placing a lot of emphasis on this thing that you've been doing over the last 3 months, over the last year, and where you might be pushing yourself a little too hard. Where are you placing emphasis on things to have a material ROI or have a material shift before you have integrated things energetically internally? As I mentioned, in a couple of weeks, we're going to revisit this. I feel like right now, we have this like call to attention moment where we get to like stop and take a look at ourselves before we get like too far down the rabbit hole, or before we like get too far climbing up this mountain before we realize, holy shit, I left all my supplies down at the bottom at base camp, right? Like that's what I feel like this week in particular, and especially this moment, is asking us for. It's like, are you sure you're ready? Like, do you have your supplies? Do you have what you need? Are you energetically prepared for this? Do you need to take a rest before you go climb in this, summit? And in 2 weeks, we are really going to get to revisit this again because we're going to have Jupiter in conjunction with North Node. I really like this as far as money goes. It's going to be 2 days before our full moon in Sagittarius, so it feels just like really lovely and expansive. And so right now, if you're feeling kind of like I am, a little tired, a little sticky, a little like oil can, just like give it to yourself, right? I'm gonna go see my functional movement doctor in a little bit. Hopefully I can get some needles stuck in me today. We'll see. And then I'm gonna come home, write the new moon post for my paid subscribers on Substack. If you want new moon guidance according to your rising sign, make sure you're subscribed on my Substack. Link is in my bio. And if you would like to book a session with me, I just had a couple of people book sessions with me yesterday. You want to talk about Jupiter, talk about your Jupiter placement, talk about activating prosperity. And when I say prosperity, hear me when I say what I'm doing right now, like this is what we're talking about. It is being able to say, you know what, like I'm good today. Like it's being able to say, what would I like to do with my energy today? It's being able to be generous, both with other people and to yourself. Okay, so if you would like to tap into that frequency, let's talk. Book a session with me and we will talk about your Jupiter placement. Oh my gosh, on that one little note, and then we'll say goodbye for the day. I have a client I've been working with for about a year now, a little over a year. And she's in my incubator program. And she was asking over the weekend about different movement practices. And she said, would it benefit me to start my days with sun salutations? And I asked, well, it could be, but what is your purpose? Why do you want to do sun salutations? Or why are you trying to start your day with a movement practice? Because I've specifically told her she needs a breathwork practice. I know that asana practice can often involve breath work, but very specifically, she needs a breath work practice. And, as we're talking over Voxer, I mentioned to her, honestly, what I think you need is a stillness practice. I was just like getting my stuff together. I believe I was on my way to YTT the other day when I left her that message. So yesterday, preparing for our prosperity sequence call in the incubator, I'm flipping through the pages of my Gene Key book and my eyes graze over the siddhi, right? The enlightened Gene Key of stillness. And I say to myself, I bet you anything that is her Jupiter placement. Guess what? It absolutely was her Jupiter placement. I am super intuitive about this stuff. And when we have your chart in front of us, it only makes it that much more evident. Please book a session with me. Help me help you to tap into that level of peace so that you can not like put away consciousness, but allow consciousness to drift in and out and to not be reactive to consciousness so that you can be on purpose, be in flow, be in alignment. All right. That's it for today, fam. I will be back Thursday, tomorrow, the day of Jupiter. If you have any fun stories that you'd like to share about Jupiter entering Taurus for you, like yesterday, I had a fuckload of people subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, and when I say a fuckload, I mean just like way more than usual. So hi, new YouTube subscribers. Hello. It's nice to see you. Nice to meet you. That was fun for me. My natal Jupiter placement is in Taurus. So I do kind of like, and the sun was conjunct my Jupiter yesterday. So, okay, that's enough. That's enough of me. I clearly need to go. I need a nap. I'm going to go see Dr. Lance. I will see y'all tomorrow on Thursday. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. Love you so, so much. Bye, friends.